All right, well, happy to report, Sting fans, 2-1 in favor of your Sarnia Sting.
Still up. Do you get a lot of those people that walk by looking sort
Yeah,
of half angry, half confused?
Right, she was like there, and then it was like squirrel. And then I thought, yeah, I get asked a lot pregame. How do I get to blah 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 blah? Like I especially when I wear this tie.
I bet.
Right? It's like, oh, he's obviously somebody. Maybe
You're an employee.
I just look like somebody important, I guess. Important.
Yeah,
but yeah, she really does. She was like an angry squirrel there for a minute, trying to figure out which street to cross.
Nice.
2-1 in favor of your Sarnia Sting. The shot clock's still really close here, though. Really 29-5. Nolan Burke came out. Berkey, wow, what a beautiful goal. They got the puck
100%.
right to him. He just kind of went, da-di-da-di-da-di-da, bloop, and there it was.
Yep.
But now we're seeing, as I mentioned, I think the pace is a little faster out there than it was in the first period. Fast enough that we're seeing some of our guys trip over each other out there.
Well, yeah, that was a three-car pile-up.
That was a kafluster.
That was
something like that. So, but we can't be doing that because as quickly as they got back up, it really gave an advantage to Flint there when we're tripping over ourselves.
There certainly was a moment, and you know what? That's just it was I think just a freak.
Well, it was a fluke
moment,
but that could cost you, right?
Sure it could, absolutely.
But the fact that that's happening, I've seen a few kind of sort of bumping into each other. But that's what tells me that the pace of this second period is much faster than what the first one is.
I would agree with you to a point. I think we struggled a little bit in that period, and I don't know that it was necessarily the Sting driving the pace in that second period, which is, that's what I want to see. I want to see the Sting on top of that, of driving the pace, whether it's up or down or whatever. But it's one of those, we got to make them play, Sting hockey. This is our game, our house.
Right.
You know what I mean? So make them play, the way we want them to play.
And I think we did that in the first period, quite honestly.
I agree, 100%.
Although, like I said, they come in and got the goal to make it 2-1. So still not much insurance out there.
Nope.
And like you keep saying, that 60 minutes of hockey, there's 20 minutes left.
Yep.
And the Flint Firebirds really have shown up in this game, although they're trailing. This could still go either way for either one of these teams,
and
right?
certainly the refs were calling a lot more things in that second period.
Yeah.
But I mean, the aggressiveness has started to kind of elevate in this game, and I think we're starting to see the effects of that. There's lots of
we don't want to see that change
stuff
this game.
going on. No.
Well, in particular, like Nolan Burke comes out, gets the goal here
Yep.
In less than the first minute of the second period, and then he very quickly goes into the penalty box as he was aggravated on by the Flint players. So,
yep.
Great goal, Berkey, but we need you still.
Yeah. We can't, we can't be giving up too many advantages. Although I have to say our penalty kill has done some good work out there, considering our lack of defensemen. Our PK, it's been on point so far.
Well, let's talk about Cooper Way, who we've seen out there more and more today. And he seems to be playing hard out there. Like, I think we haven't really seen a ton from this young player yet.
No.
And I don't know that if there's huge expectations there with the trade between him and Ryder McIntyre. He's maybe still feeling his way up. But I just feel like today we've seen more of him out there than we have in previous games.
Well, and I think we had, we really had no choice but to see more of him, given the number of guys out of our lineup at the moment. So, that's been a struggle. But, certainly, he's certainly holding his own. I wouldn't say that there's any remarkable play out there for him yet. But, and you're right. I think, there are certain expectations, Ryder was just coming into himself, and so when we traded him off, and a little closer to home and contention ready kind of thing. I think, what we got for him in Cooper is, I think it's safe to say we did have some expectations for him. So,
yeah, well, and
see how that goes.
like you say, with a number of scratches that are out there today,
Yep.
it's okay, guys.
Well, and
here's
he's
your
put in,
opportunity, right?
he's helped put in 40 minutes of good hockey so far. So, let's just hope that we can keep it up for at least another 20. And
what do we need to
be
strengthen up there coming out in this third period that you maybe didn't see in the second period?
Well, you know what? I mean, I think, honestly, we've been playing our game, in terms of playing down in their end as much as we can. And, there's a lot of passing. I think that if I was to say the one thing I'd like to see more of is, you get that puck on your stick. I want to see these guys shooting. It just seems like they're passing it around until they can find that perfect point of entry, and then, they're going to thread a needle somewhere.
I don't want it, you take it. I don't want it, you take it.
Well, exactly. But at some point, somebody's got to pull the trigger, and then we deal with the fallout. And I think that has to happen a little earlier on, because we are still setting ourselves up for some extra turnovers, I think, by juggling around the puck.
But when we're juggling around that puck, aren't we really juggling around that puck it seems like they're doing it to set the play up and then pull the trigger.
Yeah, but I mean,
is that taking too long to set it up?
I think it's taking too long.
Because then we become predictable?
Yeah, this is not passing practice.
Right.
You know what I mean, Dave? I mean, this is a game type circumstance. And then, frankly, I think the better strategy typically tends to be get the puck on the net and then deal with the rebound.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see us working that type of strategy a little more frequently.
Well, because we haven't seen a lot of rebounds right out there as well.
No.
What you're saying, because we're not pulling that trigger and taking more of the shots that we need to.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously Flint's really keeping up with us at a 29 to 25 shot clock.
Well, but we've got guys in place, which is really super nice to see, because that's not something that we've been traditionally good at.
Yeah.
About having those guys given the Flint goaltender or the other team's goaltender, all they can handle by putting somebody right in front of him in the crease kind of area, and trying to create that screening opportunity and stuff like that. We haven't typically had that in the past, and now we got a bunch of guys that are, getting honestly pretty good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking like Angus McDonnell. If he was a little taller, a little bulkier, I think,
well,
it would even be better. But, I mean, at this point, he's still a formidable presence right in front of the goaltender, and he doesn't mind being there. And, I think if we can keep that up, get some pucks at the net, deal with the rebounds, I think, I'd like to see that strategy.
All right. Well, and let's stay in the face of the Flint Firebirds, right, as well.
Absolutely.
When they've got the puck, because they've been pretty strong in this second period against us, and that obviously shows again the shot clock. But them getting a goal in there shows that they're still in this game, and they're certainly not a no quit type attitude team.
No.
And
as I said, there's no runaways here. Like,
yeah.
I think that this game's going to come down to being very close.
We only got to win by one.
Yeah, and I think that both teams are going to be, they're going to come together in this, and it's going to be a tight game all the way through.
And let's keep it. We got to keep our guys on the ice.
Keep our guys out of the box and on the ice.
Again,
Absolutely.
with everybody that we're missing, we need absolutely everybody
Sure
here to
we
come out
do.
and play their part. All right, we'll keep this one short. It's 2-1 in favor of your Sarnia Sting post-game press conference coming up. You never know who's going to be there, so watch for that on the Sarnia Sting page as well as on the show with David Burrows and the Video Show Network. We do all the production here for the Sarnia Sting, and great to partner up with them. Okay, so that's about it. And thanks for being here again, Jay. I really appreciate it. It's a beautiful day out there, right?
It is gorgeous out there.
I'm not going to lie. When post game's over, I'm out of here. I'm heading out of town to Windsor till about Wednesday.
Nice.
Business / fun. So that's.
Well, you have some fun
I am. I'm staying at the casino.
Oh,
nice. Yeah, right. Well, a little bit of a wait time.
It doesn't slash your winnings.
No. My wife. It's funny. She's been down there since Friday. She's back today, and then I'm leaving and going back without her to get away.
Oh
right?
man.
So, I'm celebrating kind of a self. Tomorrow, Monday, is 11 years of the show. So.
Oh, nice.
Put a little special pre-recorded one out there. I'm like,
there you go.
So R&R for me.
Well, congratulations.
Beer, thanks. Beer might be involved.
There you go.
You come with me
imagine.
if you take time off. Come with me.
I wish.
All right, we'll continue on now. 2-1 for your Sarnia Sting. I'm David Burrows, and this is Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!